Because of why I search the deep through endless nights, no time to sleep. The call inside I can't deny. I'll find the light because of why.
Let's be honest. Italy is probably on everyone's travel bucket list, right? You picture the ancient ruins, the incredible Renaissance art, and of course, the food. But what if that postcard image isn't the whole story? Today, we're going to go a little deeper than just the checklist to find the real heart of Italy. So let's dive in. Okay, first off, just to give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, Italy has more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other country on the entire planet. That means from the Colosseum all the way to the Amalfi Coast, you're not just visiting, you're literally walking through a living, breathing museum. History is just everywhere. And all that history, all that beauty, brings up a really crucial question. With so much to see, what's the best way to actually experience it? Is it about just checking off the big sites? Or is there a deeper, more authentic Italy just waiting for you to find it? All right, let's start with what everyone pictures, that classic Italian dream. You know the one, right? The one we've all seen in the movies? It's the foundation for most first-time trips. And hey, it's famous for a very good reason. So, for most first-timers, the trip is kind of this amazing crash course in Western civilization. You're hitting the big three: Rome, the eternal city; Florence, the absolute cradle of the Renaissance; and of course, Venice, the floating marvel. I mean, just take Florence, for example. This wasn't just a city, it was a global powerhouse. You had the Medici banking family basically fueling the entire Renaissance, bankrolling geniuses like Michelangelo and Da Vinci. It's that incredible depth that makes these places so famous. Okay, but here's the reality check. Following that super famous path, especially in the middle of summer, yeah, it can come with a few challenges that you don't really see in the travel brochures. The author Michel Damiani just nails it with this quote. It's tough to feel the magic of a place when you're just elbowing your way through crowds, right? This brings up the most important question. How do you avoid falling into that trap? You know, it really just comes down to a totally different mindset. The tourist trip can sometimes feel like you're just fighting for a good photo op and ticking boxes off a list. But a traveler's journey, well, that's about finding real connections, seeking out what's authentic, and just being open to whatever you might discover along the way. So where do you find that real, genuine connection? Well, in Italy, the answer is pretty much always at the dinner table. Seriously, food is the most delicious path to the heart of the culture. You know, the secret to Italian food isn't about a million ingredients or complicated techniques. It's actually all about this deep, profound respect for the ingredients themselves. The whole philosophy is simple. Get the absolute best, freshest, most local stuff you can find, and then do as little as possible to it. You just let that quality shine through. And a meal in Italy? Man, it's an event. It's a whole ritual. One chef called it a reverse crescendo, which I think is perfect. It kicks off with the lively aperitivo. Then you move through these different courses, like the primi, which is your pasta course, and the secondi, your meat or fish, and it all wraps up with dessert, coffee, and a little digestivo to help it all settle. It's a true celebration of food and company. Okay, so let's get one thing straight. There is no such thing as Italian food. It is fiercely, fiercely regional. Up in the cooler, mountainous north, you're going to find these rich, hearty dishes made with butter, risotto, and incredible cured meats like speck. But then you head south, and boom, the Mediterranean takes over. You've got olive oil, juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes, and fresh seafood. And you know where you really see this regional pride? In the wine. That DOCG you see on a label, that's not just some fancy sticker. It is a legally protected guarantee of where that wine came from and its quality. It's basically a promise of authenticity right there in the bottle. Okay, so how do we take all this cultural insight and turn it into a smarter travel plan? Well, when you understand what really matters to the culture, you can plan a trip that's way more authentic, way more fun, and honestly, a lot easier on your wallet. All right, first up, timing is everything. If you can, just avoid July and August. Seriously, the heat can be brutal, the crowds are absolutely insane, and the prices for everything are through the roof. The real sweet spots are what they call the shoulder seasons, so spring and fall. The weather is gorgeous and the whole vibe is just so much more relaxed. And hey, want to know a few pro tips to make your budget stretch? Book those high-speed trains more than 3 months out, you'll get the best prices, for sure. And instead of staying right in the middle of the tourist chaos, try staying just one neighborhood over. You'll save a ton and find some amazing local spots. Oh, and the golden rule, if a restaurant has a menu with pictures in 5 different languages, just keep on walking. But you know the real secret? It's getting off that beaten path. So maybe instead of Cinque Terre, you check out the incredibly colorful island of Procida. Or instead of the usual Tuscan hotspots, you discover the absolutely jaw-dropping beauty of Sulmona in the Abruzzo region. These are the kinds of places where you can still find that spontaneous, joyful Italian life without the giant crowds.
So, at the end of the day, a trip to Italy really doesn't have to be this frantic race from one monument to the next. It can be something, something much more personal, much more meaningful.
There's this one story that I think just captures this feeling perfectly. On this tiny little island called Favignana, a child is handed a dandelion and told to make a wish. And her answer was, "What is there left to wish for?" That's the kind of magic you find when you create your own adventure. Because let's be real, Italy's true magic, as amazing as the Colosseum is, it's not just in the stones. It's in the connections you make with people, the little unexpected discoveries you stumble upon, and those moments of just pure, simple joy. It's really all about finding your adventure. All right, now I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite hidden gems in Italy? Or maybe where's that one lesser-known spot you're dreaming of going? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you found this helpful, it would be awesome if you'd like, share, and subscribe for more explainers just like this one. Ciao for now!